Modern day world, everything is becoming smart. In fact, you can technically upgrade just about anything. But never did I think I'd be upgrading my bird bath with its own personalized solar-powered water fountain. Good folks over at POPOSOAP have sent us this little bird bath kit to go ahead and convert our bird bath into a bird water fountain, which all in all sounds pretty darn cool. Now, the company itself makes a variety of different kits based on your own personal likings. So if you have a little pond or if you have a lake, technically they sell a variety of kits that uses the power of the sun to go ahead and make a little water fountain based on your own liking. So all in all, it sounds really cool, and I'm excited to go ahead and try this thing out and essentially make the birds have a more joyful time while they're bathing in the sun. Now, together we'll be unboxing this as well as trying it out and seeing exactly how does it perform. So if you guys want your very own, be sure to check out their link down below in the description. And with that said, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so this is the packaging off of Amazon. Pretty simple, brown box. This one is a 6-watt version, so it's actually a very low voltage. So it should be interesting to see how does it work. All right, so inside here it says Solar Pump Kit User Manual. So this is everything that we get. So we have our panel with its own little attachment, a little cable that connects to it based on what your liking is. They have a variety of different cables based on extensions wise. And then it shows how to go ahead and plug it in. So there's this little motor with a little tube that connects to it. And then there's different attachments based on your personalized liking for what kind of water fountain you're aiming for. So there's different features, and then you can go and technically change it up whenever you like, which is pretty darn cool. So you want to make sure that it's fully submerged into the water and make sure that is pumped away from the bottom of the pond and not to suck the pond waste into the pump. So you want to make sure it's like nice clean water that you're trying to do. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. So let's take a look at the contents. So one thing to note, we have a foam cotton. So the foam cotton will be part of the pump, which will go underneath the water. So we have our little tiny water pump. Pretty cool. Comes with its own little attachment there. So this will go underneath this, just like that. Okay. And then from there, we take out our little nozzles. And then you pick a cap that you like, and that'll go in, and then this will be submerged into the water. You have these little suctions on the bottom which will attach to the bottom of the base. You have your wire that comes out of the water. It does come with some extra filters, so that's kind of cool too. And this will slide here, clip in, and then there's a little tightening thing that you just go ahead and pick a spot for wherever the sun is. So in this case, we'll have it like that. So this will be into the ground. This here will connect this power cable here. So based on what you're trying to make, you have your water fountain, which is this setup right over here, which we'll be doing. Or if you have a water feature, which would be like a little water fountain, like an actual showcase piece, you can go ahead and use this tubing. So the tubing will actually attach in replacement of this. Just going to pull that out, and this will attach here just like this. And then this will actually run water in through the tube based on wherever you want it to kind of come out, and then it'll just kind of pump water out like that. So this will be an incoming water source, and then this will be wherever it has to pump out of. So if it's like a longer tube, you can technically have it all the way up there, come back down, pump it back up, etc. So all pretty cool. And then obviously if you want to go ahead and run it back to the water fountain setup, you can just do it like this, which we'll be doing. And then in terms of our power source goes, this will go here, plug it in, and then this will screw right in, and this here's more or less our setup. So pretty cool. You have your filter, and let's go ahead and set this thing up next and try it out. All right, so check it out. So this here's our bird bath. Let's go ahead and install this thing. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and install our solar power panel just like that. Pretty simple. Just go ahead and plug and play, and then from there, just gonna drop this into our water fountain. And seems like it's struggling, but again, we're not in the sun just yet, so just go ahead and take this off for right now. I'm gonna put this in the sun and see if it makes a difference. Holy moly. All right. Well, that's pretty cool. Again, great for the birds. You know, they get to enjoy the water. Now you can technically change this. Now this is actually shooting pretty high up. I'm gonna try a different nozzle and see if that makes a difference. All right, so this here's a different nozzle. You can see right over here. It's pretty cool. Again, it is still kind of leaking, but you can tell the way it works is actually really nice. So again, it's using the power of the sun to make this work. Obviously, once it's out of the sun, it'll kind of bring it back down. So for instance, if I just go ahead and pull this back in here, you'll see how much of a change it has. It literally does rely on the sun entirely to go ahead and work. But it's pretty cool. Let's try out another nozzle. All right, so this here is the last nozzle. You can see how high this one's going. It's actually going pretty high up. Again, a lot of it has to do with the pressure and the way it's designed. But each of these are actually a little bit different based on what you're looking for. The one with more will probably have less pressure than the one that has less, which is this one here, which is going pretty high up. But all in all, pretty cool, and I like that concept of it. Now, obviously, if you had like a pond or something, you could just simply throw that in there, and then it'll just do its own thing and kind of give it a really nice look. And you don't have to worry about it ever powering or anything like that. And yeah, all in all, pretty cool. Now, once again, if you had any questions, comment down below. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.